Hello, everybody. This is Steve Oglesbee. I'm the lead pastor at Clear Lake Presbyterian Church, and welcome to the Thursday 12:05 update. As I said last week, for my 12:05 updates, I am going to be interviewing a different person from our church last week, and this week, going to be somebody from our church staff. But our mystery guest interview is coming right up and should be here any minute.
I see a red light flashing. Is that recording?
Yes.
Okay.
That's because you are now being filmed. You are our mystery guest. Our mystery guest has arrived, and mystery guest, why don't you tell us your name? Who are you?
I am Edward Baker.
Yes, Edward Baker. So before we get to what you do at CLPC, your work, because you're on staff at CLPC. And but before we get to that, let's find out just a little bit about you. So, Edward, tell us where did you grow up?
I actually grew up in the Clear Lake area. We moved to Clear Lake when I was pretty young. Before that, we lived over in League City. And so, yeah, I mean, I grew up in Clear Lake. I went to Clear Lake Elementary, then Clear Lake Intermediate, and then graduated from Clear Lake High School in 2012. So I've been in Clear Lake for quite a while, and I still haven't really managed to leave yet. I mean, I went to did college at Blinn and then came back. So, Clear Lake is my home, born and raised. So
That's cool. And was Clear Lake pretty much Clear Lake Pres pretty much your church growing up too, or?
Yeah, so from what I really remember, I've always been a Clear Lake Presbyterian. I know that we were at United Methodist, Clear Lake Methodist Church down the way there off of El Camino. I know we were there for a while, and then I think we kind of bounced around between a few small churches. I vaguely remember like maybe a startup church that we might have been trying to help get off the ground, maybe something my dad did. But and then we found Clear Lake Presbyterian, and I think we came here in like the late 90s maybe. And then we've been here ever since.
Yeah.
So
basically you were Methodist for a while, and it took you a little bit, but you eventually saw the light and became Presbyterian.
Yes, I heard that we like to have more fun, so I was just like, I'm all about that. So.
I say that in case any of my good friends from Clear Lake United Methodist are listening. It's a fantastic church, a great sister church in the area. So Edward, what do you like to do for fun when you're not working? What do you do for fun?
So I play guitar. I've played guitar for 10 years now. Pastor Josh is actually was my first guitar teacher, so it's been pretty crazy to hang out with him for so long, and now I'm on staff with him and playing the worship band with him from time to time. So it's kind of cool that we've been able to connect as friends on that level as well through music. If I'm not playing guitar, I'm usually probably on a softball field. I play a lot of slow pitch softball around town, play at BLD, play over there at the Gilder Center by NASA. And then as well, I do a little bit of fishing, got a fishing license last week. Quarantine or stay at home's kind of been getting to me, so I figured I'd pick up fishing again. So I've been doing quite a bit of that. So
yeah,
blast.
Yeah, good for you, man. And I notice, speaking of softball, you have some softball equipment there hanging up in your office. So
I do. I keep a few bats laying around and kind of keep them out of the way of the apartment, so I don't trip on them or knock them over, things like that. So I keep them up here from time to time. Yeah.
So you're in your office here at the church, and so tell us what it is that you do for Clear Lake Presbyterian Church.
My job title is I'm the facilities technician. What I do is, probably a list of like 5 pages of things that I actually do. It seems like it changes daily, which is good. I like a wide variety of things, like change. But some of the big things that I do is, I really make sure that everything is still running. And I'm so blessed to have volunteers that help me out with that, as well as good companies that we've partnered up with and have contracts with, that help me keep the AC running, that help me keep the plumbing in good shape, things of that nature, make sure our water heaters are staying in tip-top shape, things like that. As well as I do calendaring for the church, so calendar requests, room requests, reservations, things like that. I stay on top of that, as well as I also take requests and reservations from staff. So if Next Gen needed to do something, if music ministry needed to do something and say, hey, we need the sanctuary for this date, need the gym for this date, I take all that in consideration, and I enter it through our ACS calendar, and that's on my computer as well. So, I mean, the list can go on and on. I think I could spend like 30, 40 minutes just telling you about my job detail and some of the things that I do. But
we'll put down all that in a separate interview.
Yeah, that would be another interview.
Yeah,
like,
there we go.
Yeah, facility technicians for dummies. Yeah, so we'll do that. So, but yeah, it's a big job, but also it's a lot of fun, and I get a lot of gratification out of it, just knowing that I'm helping the church out in that way, keeping it running, keeping it looking good, things like that. So,
well, we appreciate all that you do to, make sure that we have rooms to meet in, and that the rooms that we are meeting in have what they need. And I know that goes for not just our own church stuff, but we host a lot of organizations from the community. Of course, unfortunately, right now the building's empty, but we look forward to, hopefully one of these days, not too long, when the building is active again and we're able to meet together in groups that we host can meet again. So, hey, so what is, I know there's a lot of difficult things to this stay-at-home thing, this stay-at-home order, and the difficulty of that. But has there been a good thing? What have been some of the better things, the best thing about the stay-at-home period for you? Even though I know you're coming in working at the office, what's been the best part of that?
Man, where to start? I think just having time to kind of spend with Morgan and the dog is probably like a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for me. I'm glad that I get to do
Morgan's
that.
your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend. Yeah. And also, what's been fun is kind of thinking of new things to do. So I've really taken the time during the quarantine and stay at home to kind of kick around the idea of like maybe a YouTube channel. So I've kind of been figuring out how I'm going to do that, doing some test runs of some footage and things like that at the ball field. Going to start reviewing bats and gear and interviewing softball players and stuff like that. So it's been a lot of fun having time to try to figure out how I'm going to do all that stuff, as well as fishing. So I guess the best part of staying home is being able to have the time to do the things that I enjoy doing when I'm not working. Mm-hmm. And it's been such a blessing. But it's also kind of hard to know that not being able to be at work as long, or the building is so quiet, things like that. So
yeah,
it's been a lot of fun. Stay at home has been all right. So.
Hey, I'm going to ask you one other question. And this is a surprise question because I didn't talk to you about this beforehand. But so I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Your favorite character in the Bible and why?
I would have to say Daniel, just because that's like the recent book that we did in Sunday school. But it seems like and Daniel went through a lot of different things, a lot of different rulers, a lot of different kings he served under, a lot of hard trials that he suffered from, things like that. But no matter what happened with Daniel, he was always willing to stay true to God and stuff like that. And I think that in itself is so inspirational. And I think that really speaks to what's going on today, with the coronavirus that's spreading, things like that. No matter how bad it gets, we always know that we can turn to God and continue to turn to Him, and seek hope, and just know that everything is going to be okay in the end.
Yeah.
That He'll take care of us and provide for us. So I would say Daniel probably.
Awesome. That's a great answer. And great interview. This will go up on our Thursday 12:05 update. And hey, Edward, thanks for all you do, and thanks for being a good sport about this interview.
No problem. All right.
We'll see you in the building.
All right. Sounds good.
All
Talk
right.
to you later.
Bye.
Bye.